Okay, guys, so we're going to start with upper intermediate level here, and that's the workbook. We're going to work on page 4, 1A, questions and answers. So, exercise 1, that relates to grammar. It's about question formation. A is asking us to write tick or wrong cross, correct the mistakes in the highlighted phrases. Okay, sure, we're going to do that. Okay, so question number 1, you have ever been to Greece? That's a question, guys. Because of that question, we can't say you have ever been, because you have ever been is a sentence format or positive sentence structure, right? So usually when there's a question, the auxiliary verb has to be put before subject. So that's why you got they're putting cross here, and then they're putting the right one here. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to Greece? And then B says yes a couple of times. Right. Number 2, why didn't you tell me the truth? So it looks perfectly okay. That's a negative question. We got the question word why, and then after that we're using auxiliary and then subject and then verb. Everything is fine. So that's why there's a tick, and we can move to exercise 3. Question 3. Where you usually go on holiday. That's also problematic, guys. Where you usually go on holiday. So first of all, that is present simple question. When you see usually, sometimes, never, that's a present simple question. And to make a present simple question, and we know that, I think, we use do or does. We got the question word. We're going to put the question word, and then we say do, and then you usually go. So let's write it down. Where do you usually go on holiday? That's it. Where do you usually go on holiday? We usually go to Portugal. So because that was wrong, I need to put tick here, right? I'm going to put tick here like that. That's it. Okay. So number 4, haven't you done the homework? Haven't you done the homework? That's a negative question, and it looks perfectly fine because that's a present perfect question, and you're starting the question with auxiliary, haven't, and then we got you here, subject, and done, which is verb. So there's no problem with it. So we're going to put tick saying that that's correct. Number 5, what did happen at the meeting yesterday? What did happen at the meeting yesterday? This is, as we've discussed in the session, that is subject question, guys. Subject, like we discussed the sales figures. So when we want to make a subject question, we're not going to use auxiliary, guys. So basically, we're going to replace the subject with question word, and then the rest of the sentence stays untouched. So it's going to be like what happened at the meeting yesterday, right? So let's write it down. That's it. What happened at the meeting yesterday? Subject question. As you can see here, nothing has changed except the subject area. So what happened at the meeting yesterday? We discussed the sales figures and so on. Number 6, who is Jack going out with? Who is Jack going out with? So obviously we need to put here cross because that's the wrong one. So we're going to put cross here, guys. Yes. Yeah. Number 6, who is Jack going out with? So who is a question word, is auxiliary, Jack is subject, going out with, that is the verb. So the order is perfectly correct. So we're going to take it here. That's it. He's going out with his best friend's sister. Okay, good for you. Number 7, who repaired your car for you? Who repaired your car? My friend repaired the car for me, or my brother repaired the car for me. So this is definitely subject question. And as I said earlier, subject question, we're not going to use auxiliary verbs. So we're just going to replace the subject area with the question word. The rest follows a normal sentence structure. So who repaired your car for you? The answer, my brother. Like my brother repaired my car for me. So that is correct sentence. We're just going to take it. Number 8, whose jacket you did borrow for the wedding? So that's a problem now because this is not a subject question. So whose jacket you did borrow? So we need to put did before subject, right? So whose jacket did you borrow? So we're going to put like cross here, right? And then we're going to write it down for you now. Whose jacket did you borrow for the wedding? Whose jacket did you borrow for the wedding? Now that's perfectly okay now. So number 9, it's late, we should go now. We should go now, that's a sentence structure, proper sentence structure, right? We should go now. And at the same time, we got a question mark. It doesn't work like that, guys. So, should we go now? We're going to put should before subject to make it question sentence. So we're going to put like cross. This is wrong. And the right one is, should we go now? That's it. Should we go now? Yes, we had to get up early tomorrow morning. Now 10, for who are you waiting? For who are you waiting? Well, this is considered as correct question because we can use for who preposition we can use with question words, but the most common one nowadays is to put preposition at the end, right? Because wait for, the wait comes with for all the time, so it's better to put them right beside each other. So that's going to be like, who are you waiting for? Okay, so I'm going to cross. So who are you waiting for? That's it. So in English language, there are some verbs. They always come with preposition, like insist on, wait for, look after. So in these cases, we have to keep the preposition with their verb, guys. So that's it. Now we're going to move to exercise B, was it? Yeah, B exercise. Complete the indirect questions and sentences. Okay, so indirect questions, we use it to sound polite. And how do we make indirect questions? So indirect questions, a combination of two questions. There's a combination of two questions. The first question stays in question format, which means like we're going to use auxiliary verbs before the subject. But the second question, we should change into a sentence format or sentence structure. That means do, does, auxiliary rules, they fall down. We need to drop them. We need to drop them out, guys. Okay. So example here, would Michael like this wallet? This is direct question. Would Michael like this wallet? Now, if I say, do you think Michael would like this wallet? As you can see here, would in the direct question is coming before Michael. Michael is subject. But now in indirect question, so would is coming after Michael. You see, guys? So do you think Michael would like this wallet? Now, number two, where is the lift? As you can see here, is coming before the lift. The lift is subject. Where is the lift? Where is the lift? So when I make an indirect question, like could you tell me? So the rule is when we have the question word, we're going to keep the question word. All right. So we're going to write it down. So could you tell me where? Could you tell me where? And then is the lift? We should change to the lift is, because usually the normal structure, the lift is there, right? The lift is there. So here, where the lift is. Could you tell me where the lift is? Where the lift is, and that's a question. Could you tell me where the lift is? Number three, where did we park the car? Where did we park? As you can see, it's a direct question, and we're using did as an auxiliary for the past simple question, right? Now, if I want to make direct, I can't remember. You see, actually, this is sentence structure. It's not even question. Sometimes we can ask through normal sentence, like I wonder, I can't remember, I would like to know. This is what's happening here. I can't remember. So where stays as where because it's a question word. I can't remember where. No, we don't say did we park because it has to go back to the, as I said, normal structure, normal sentence structure. So where we parked the car. That's it. I can't remember where we parked the car. Number four, are there any tickets left for the concert tonight? This is yes, no question. Like yes, there are, no, there aren't. For example, yeah, are there? So when we have got yes, no questions, and if I want to make indirect question, I should get help with if or whether, as I explained in the session, right? So if or whether, okay? Let's use if here. So do you know, we say if. Now I need to use a proper sentence structure. So I don't say are there. So do you know if there are any tickets left for the concert tonight? Do you know if there are any tickets left for the concert tonight? Okay, guys. Okay, so number five, what time does the match start? So can you tell me what time the match starts. Okay, it will be the same rule. Can you tell me what time the match starts? So here, look, does the match start is disappearing. We're not using the auxiliary because of indirect question rules, right? Number 6, when is Sally's birthday? When is, because is coming before birthday, before the subject. So do you remember when Sally's birthday is? When Sally's birthday is. See, when Sally's birthday is. Number 7, what does Jamie do for a living? What does Jamie say? Present perfect. Sorry, that's a present simple question. So do you have any idea what Jamie does? I'm not using this does. This is going. When we're gonna remove the auxiliary, but because we have got the main verb do, but Jamie is he. He does, right? So do you have any idea what Jamie does for a living? What Jamie does for a living? Do you have any idea what Jamie does for a living? And number 8, where does Natalie live? Where does Natalie live? So I wonder where Natalie lives. Where Natalie lives. Because Natalie is she, and present simple, we say she lives, right? Normal sentence structure. What's Ava's boyfriend's name? So I'm not sure what. So we keep the question word all the time. So what Ava's boyfriend's name is? See, I'm not sure what Ava's boyfriend's name is. So basically, we're putting this is, as you can see, this is right at the behind. I mean, at the end of the sentence when we do the indirect question, guys. So number 10, how much did you pay for your new car? How much did you pay for your new car? So would you mind telling me how much you paid? How much you paid for your new car? Would you mind telling me how much you paid for your new car? That's it, guys. So now we've done that. Page 4 is done. We're going to do the next page in the next video, guys. Thank you.